ॐ गङ्गणपतये नमः।
Thought-free intelligence. How we are being blocked from living a greater life where there can be thought manifestation, synchronicity, where whatever you are thinking begins to show up in your life, meaning life becomes quite effortless in some sense. Or, like in physics, there is a principle called the principle of least action. Okay, this is a principle in physics, which is that nature has its own intelligence, and whether it's like photosynthesis or any biological process or any environmental process in nature, always does it in the simplest, easiest way. The principle of least action, and I would say for us, the principle of least effort, because the more we strain ourselves physically, mentally, the more meaningless our activity becomes, no matter what the end outcome is. If the activity itself, if your day-to-day life or whatever you're trying to achieve, it is such a struggle and you're always struggling with no peace or fulfillment, then that whole model is a wrong model. So how can we get into this practice of the least effort and accomplishing what we want? It only happens through a non-rational intelligence, which is when you become thoughtless. Let's say you're trying to accomplish something where you don't have the qualifications to do a particular project, a particular research project, a particular business project, or you want to buy something and you don't qualify for it. Whatever, you may not have the resources, or you may not know the right people, and you want to do it, but you don't know how to do it, or you don't qualify, or you don't have the resources to do. What can you do? What most people do is they will say, well, I'm hoping that something will come up and I will get this opportunity, or I'll figure it out. And almost always the assumption is that 6 months later, now is not the right time. You have heard people often think like that. Now is not the right time. Let me wait 6 more months and that will be a better time. And 6 months later, then it's been 2 years, 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, sometimes 15 years, and people are still waiting for the right time. The rational mind will give you all the reasons why it cannot be done. And I do agree that yes, logically, practically, there are so many limitations. I agree with that. And that will never go away. As long as this body is physical, as long as we are in the physical body, there will be limitations in all these areas. And there is no way you can change that. Or you can modify it, but, with limited success. But is there a way out where we can accomplish things rather quickly, ideally instantaneously, if not instantaneously, at least faster? And the best that I have found is to use the archetypes, is to use Karupasan, Kalki Karupasan, is to use Goddess Angali, is to connect with the intelligence of Muruga, is to connect with the intelligence of Shiva, is to connect with the intelligence of, let's say, Vishnu, Lord Narsimha, for example. They have an intelligence which does not know any limitation. It doesn't even know any time or any space. In their consciousness, there is no point A to point B, and it takes time to go from point A to point B. There are no points. It's one totality. One. There is nothing. There is nowhere to go. There is no time, no space, no distance. Everything is one. So for them, I won't even say least action. For them, it is no action, no effort, no effort, just an intention, just a very soft intention. It will happen. But we don't have that intelligence yet. And everybody has to evolve to that level. But while we are getting there, we can also benefit, get help from these divine beings. And today we can focus on Narsimha. Lord Narsimha is a very, very fierce form of Vishnu. Lord Vishnu is the one who maintains, sustains life. He's the one who provides. He's the provider, the sustainer. And all our practical material problems can be resolved by him. And Narsimha is a very fierce form. You know, he's Ugram. There's a mantra I will chant. Ugram Biram Mahavishnu. Ugra means fierce. Very, very, ferocious form of Vishnu. So even if you look at it, Ugram Biram. Ugram is fierce. Viram means he's courageous. He is the power of fearlessness. Ugram Viram Mahavishnu. What does Mahavishnu mean? Why not just Vishnu? Why Mahavishnu? What does the word Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati, Mahatripura Sundari mean? It means great. Maha means great or the greatest. But let's try to understand a little deeper. Maha means that which has no limit. Limitless. That which is so big it cannot be conceived. That which is so vast it cannot be measured. I would say immeasurable. Immeasurable.